Yo, what up, y'all, man? Listen, so we gonna jump into another topic, and this is one that I feel people have been viewing pretty often, right? And we gonna talk about renting an apartment with bad credit, right? Renting an apartment with bad credit. Um, just number one, I know it sucks because it can become a little more difficult to actually find an apartment when your credit score is not where you want it to be. So the first question you want to ask yourself is, how bad is your actual credit, right? Because your credit can be bad, but it can be low 600 bad. Your credit can be bad, but it can be low 500, low 400 bad, right? When you're also reviewing the credit report, how bad are those negative items, right? How many collections, how many charge-offs do you have? Maybe how old are those charge-offs? How old are those collections on your credit report? Because when that landlord or that property management company is looking at your credit reports and your credit scores, they want to see, you know, have this bad behavior changed recently? Is this old? Other factors will include, your background. What information is on your background? Do you have felonies and things of that nature that could sway a landlord's decision, right? But just sticking to the credit, right? So, how bad is your actual credit? Secondly, how good is your income? How much money do you make? There are situations, specifically even with private landlords, where let's just say you make 50,000 a year and you're only trying to rent an apartment that's 700-800 bucks a month, right? Your income can suffice. You have three times the rent. You make three times the rent. However, your credit may not be as great. But like I said, those collections, those charge offs, they may actually be older. So when you have good income and a landlord is looking at older accounts, then you know what I mean, that could actually get you in the door, even if your credit score is not where you want it to be. Next, can you offer an extra security deposit? I talk about this in the video. You can check it out, how to rent an apartment with an eviction on your record. I talk about this in that video. Can you offer extra security deposit? This is very possible, okay? I had literally seen this happen to clients that I was showing property to. Offering an extra security deposit, not having good credit, can actually help your case, because now it creates less risk for the landlord, right? So like I said, if you want to check out that full video, you can check out the video, how to rent an apartment with evictions on your record. Now, offering additional documentation, right? So additional documentation can be bank statements, right? Showing that you are responsible with money, showing that you have money in reserves, money in savings. So showing bank statements, right? The last place that you may have rented, showing rental receipts. So now you're able to show the landlord that even though you had bad credit, which could have happened during the time that you was actually staying at your last place, that you still paid your rent on time, and that you actually have your rent receipts, right? So you're looking at each of these factors. You're looking at your income is going to play a very important part, even if you have references, like I said. So you can have rental receipts, but you can also have references from previous landlords that you have rented from, right? How good is your income? Are you willing to offer an extra security deposit um, when it comes to renting this apartment? And also the mistakes that you have made in the past, how old are those mistakes? You know what I mean? Because it makes a difference if a person have so many recent collection charge-offs within the last year versus if a person have those collection and those charge-offs 5 years ago, right? So these are important factors. You also want to make sure you're following up. You also want to make sure that you know um, you are getting your application in as soon as possible, because in the rental market, most times it is a first come first serve basis. Okay, so you just want to pretty much do everything you can to have, look good on paper, and also increase your chances by showing and going the extra mile, that you are willing to put up additional funds, that you are willing to show additional documentation, that your credit score does not necessarily represent your ability to pay rent. So I'm going to see y'all next time, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all visit the website, preciouscredit.net. Peace. Have a good morning.